off. You never cut a horse off. Why am I detained?
Get off the horse, sir.
Get a white shirt.
Sir, get off the horse. So he's refusing to stop when I stop to talk to him.
Why are we riding the horse down the street, man?
Y'all finna make a donkey out of y'allself.
In this video, a Cook County Sheriff's Office officer is keeping an eye on Adam Hollingsworth, you know, the dreadhead cowboy, as he's cruising with his horse on the right side of the road in Cook County, Illinois. The officer then walks up to Hollingsworth in his patrol car to chat about what's going on. So Hollingsworth's telling the officer he's in a bit of a rush, stressing that he really can't afford to be running late.
What up, brother? I can't stop. I'm traveling, bro. I'm on my way to work.
Despite Hollingsworth stressing the importance of not blocking a horse's path, the cop went ahead and parked his vehicle in front of him. Hollingsworth urged the officer to take this as a lesson about not disrupting a horse's flow and emphasized the potential harm to his horse. He even warned of a possible lawsuit if any harm occurred. Defiantly, Hollingsworth challenged the officer, daring him to harm the horse and asserting his status as a traveler. In the video, you can clearly see the officer trying to stop Hollingsworth while he's on horseback. However, Hollingsworth refuses to halt, insisting that he's engaged in horseback travel. It's only later that the officer mentions that he's being detained when Hollingsworth asks him about it.
So, you never cut a horse off. Learn the law. You never cut a horse off, brother. If you hurt my horse, you're going to get sued. Go ahead and hit my horse. Go ahead and hit my horse. Hey, I'm traveling, brother. And I'm detained. Okay, that's all you had to say. That's all you... Why am I detained? Why am I detained?
So the cop tells Hollingsworth that he's being detained because apparently riding a horse in that area is against the law. The officer asks Hollingsworth to get off the horse, but Hollingsworth is having none of it. He flat out refuses. On top of that, the officer keeps bugging him to show his driver's license, and for some reason, he's persistently insisting that Hollingsworth should dismount, even though there doesn't seem to be any clear reason for it. And Hollingsworth? Well, he's just not having it, still refusing to get off the horse.
Is it illegal?
Yes, it's illegal.
Get a white shirt here.
What do you mean a white
Get a white shirt here.
Where's your driver's
Get a white shirt.
I need your
I'm not giving you nothing.
license.
Get a white shirt.
Get off the horse.
I'm not getting off nothing. Get a white shirt.
Get off the horse.
Get a white shirt.
Get off the horse, sir.
Get a white shirt.
Sir, get off the horse. So he's refusing to stop when I stop to talk to him.
Why are we riding the horse down the street, man?
Get a white shirt.
He even asked for someone who actually knows the law, a superior of someone in charge, but they didn't respond to his request for a lieutenant. Now, here's the twist. The officer claims that riding a horse in public spaces is against the law. But here's the thing. In Illinois, it's totally fine to ride a horse on roads, unless it's a highway or expressway, as of 2022. Now, let's break it down. According to Section 6101 of Act 5 and Title 625 of the Illinois Compiled Statutes, you have to have a driver's license or permit to operate a motor vehicle on state highways. But guess what? There's no such requirement for riding a horse, as clarified in Section 6112. So, you're free to trot around without flashing a license to law enforcement officers.
It don't matter. Okay. Get a white shirt over here. Get a lieutenant over here. Why we still talking? Y'all don't even know who I am, and y'all want to bother me.
We're trying to find
It don't
out
matter. It don't matter who I am. It don't matter who I am. What's your badge number? What's your badge number?
Now let's break it down. According to Section 6101 of Act 5 and Title 625 of the Illinois Compiled Statutes, you have to have a driver's license or permit to operate a motor vehicle on state highways. But guess what? There's no such requirement for riding a horse, as clarified in Section 6112. So, you're free to trot around without flashing a license to law enforcement officers. When the officer refused to let him go, he questioned why he was being targeted since he had not committed any crime. Despite Hollingsworth's repeated warnings, the officer proceeded to touch his horse, causing distress to the animal.
Okay, y'all seeing my horse. Whoa, whoa.
Alright, just park the horse.
I'm not parking.
Park it.
I'm parked right now, so what's the problem?
After that, the officer asked to park the horse even though it is already parked. Cowboy even pointed out how they were blocking the traffic for no reason but no response from the cops. They kept saying you couldn't ride the horse on the public street.
Alright, just park the horse.
I'm not parking.
Park it.
I'm parked right now, so what's the problem? Y'all stopping traffic for me traveling, bro? Do y'all know the law? Do y'all know the law? Do you know the law? Y'all finna make a donkey out of y'allself.
Hollingsworth argued that the law prohibits officers from cutting off horses, using sirens or honking horns to frighten them. Frustrated by the situation, Hollingsworth expresses his exasperation, stating that policemen nowadays possess badges without proper knowledge of the law, and again pointing out that they are blocking the traffic for no reason. He asserts that the officer is wasting his time, as he needs to get to his job to avoid getting fired. And because of this, he will sue them. But again, all the officers at the location ignore his warning. Surprisingly, as Hollingsworth glances behind, he notices 6 police vehicles present for this encounter. Now, Hollingsworth flips the script and accuses the officer of committing animal cruelty. According to him, the cop cut off his horse with the cruiser, causing the horse to flip itself. He's using some horse lingo, talking about a specific type of interference called clipping or brushing, where a horse's legs collide with each other. According to Hollingsworth, this is not just a simple mishap. It's harmful and qualifies as mistreatment towards the animal. As the officers are discussing, Hollingsworth decides to fill in another nearby person, likely another cop, about what's going down. He lays out the situation, telling them he stopped as soon as he found out he was being detained. Then he goes for the big question, asking the person if he's in the right. Lo and behold, the person agrees with Hollingsworth. Not stopping there, Hollingsworth drops the bombshell that he's planning to press charges for animal cruelty. After all that back and forth, the officers eventually give Hollingsworth the green light to continue riding his horse on the road. He says he forgives them all except the one who cut his car horse in front of his horse.